Welcome back, trainers. So I am in a field where I used to play as a child. There used to be trees here actually, but they cut them down to build houses or apartments, but they still haven't done it yet. So we're going to be going over the highlights that I've done this week, as well as taking a look at my Deoxys, trioing it with myself and two other of my friends. Now, they did have basically full teams of Giratinas maxed out, and I'm sitting over here with my little Shadow Claw Gengars, and I still need to get on that because I don't have any max Giratinas. I did, but you know the drill on that. So I'll get on it. I need to stop asking for Rayquazas for lucky trades because, you know, Rayquaza's great, but Giratina's beastly. And it seems like we keep getting Psychic and Psychic, so it's going to be useful over and over again. So with that said, I also wanted to show you this snazzy pin here from Leak Duck. Yeah, pretty nice. I will leave a link in the description. That's just no promotion here. I just wanted to shout it out because it's pretty clean, as well as we have these Goozy pins here. Very nice, very nice. So maybe there's something coming in the future. Just want to show you those. Anyways, with that said, trainers, just wanted to show you a new scenery for once, because we're always in that same, looks like that forest area, which is my backyard. Pretty nice little spot I have there. So beautiful day. It seems like the smoke is cleared because we did have forest fires going around Anchorage. The smoke was, you know, fogging up everything, and it was really bad. It was making everything even hotter, but today is even hotter. And one more mention, we have Buck Noy came to save the day. This guy right here, he came and filled up my tire because I had a flat. I could have changed it, but he had an electric pump, and I didn't see any signs of like any punctures. So I was like, right, maybe it was just a freak flat. Let's fill it up and we're good to go. Otherwise, that would have put a damper, and I probably wouldn't have gotten this video up when I'm getting it up now. So shout out to you, man. Really appreciate it. He is also the same guy who came to Scarlet Witch's save and got her a ticket to GoFest. Not to actually get in, but the actual flight, because hers was taken back by somebody. So shout out to you, man. Really appreciate that. And with that said, we have some new things going on here. The new research for the month, which is going to include Latios and Latias, of course, in their shiny variants, and a couple others. With that said, let's get into the video. And before we hop into the Deoxys trio, let's go ahead and talk about the news here. We have Shiny Spinda now introduced into Pokemon Go. Make 5 great curve throws in a row for that Spinda encounter. It's not going to be guaranteed shiny, so good luck out there trying to find that one as well. If you do find a stop, make sure you let your local trainers know so everybody can get in on that possible shiny form. And for the new research breakthrough rewards, we have Latios and Latias, which can be shiny possibly, as well as Kyogre and Groudon entering for the first time in the research breakthroughs, which also can be shiny. So if you are not able to find those in the raids in their shiny variants, well, hopefully now you will possibly be able to. And then of course you have the regular rewards down there, and as you can see, the CPU range for the 100 to the floor there. Not too sure you're going to be able to trade these to drop them into the Great League, but that's going to be very interesting if you actually do so. And in other news, we have new boxes in the shop, which are decent. I personally am going to, I've already purchased a great box. I'm going to purchase a couple more because of the 6-star pieces, because they insist in not putting them in the Ultra box for some reason, and they keep giving us lucky eggs and incubators. Well, I mean, incubators are great, but the incense. So then you also have that adventure box. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the Deoxys Speed Form Trio. It's not going to, I mean, it's good. I mean, they did great. Personally, for me, we could have gotten a better time if I had more Giratinas. But Gengars are going to be working quite nice. Now, this specific speed form did have all electric moves, which worked for my advantage going up against it, because if it did have psychic moves, the Gengar is going to be dropping so fast. And the Giratinas, as I was watching him, I mean, the things just hold up like a beast. So, Deoxys Speed Form. We went over this already. Is this something you're going to want to power up? No, definitely not. If you had to pick one to power up, I mean, the attack form does have massive attack, but it just cannot stay in the fight too long. Yes, it may be fun to use, but from a realistic standpoint, if you do not have a ton of resources, I highly urge you not to max that out. If you had to pick one, maybe the normal form, right? But you're better off simply getting a defense form Deoxys, keeping it in the Great League. Simple as that. There you go. You saved yourself Stardust. You can possibly purchase that secondary move for the defense form, which will be working in your favor quite significantly, seeing that Deoxys defense form is great in the Great League specifically. Other than that, maxing one out, no point. they're all kind of just meh. All right, so just keep that in mind. It will cost you 100,000 Stardust as well as 100 candies to purchase a secondary move on the defense form, but it is well worth it. Anyways, moving into this battle here, I did re-lobby with the Tyrannitars. All the Gengars did go down. They did their work, and man, those Gengars are just so reliable. I just need to get on that Giratina action. You'd think I would be on it, but I'm powering up other things over here, in which we're going to be taking a look at towards the very end, and that's going to be going up against an Alolan Marowak using Rampardos. I did have 3 of them, and this duo was a struggle after they did the HP buff, because if you didn't have the correct matchups or just a bunch of one specific type and you did not have that weather boost, it was going to be a bit difficult. So the Rampardos did come in handy, and I do have a ton I can still power up, as well as taking a look at a lucky Cranidos trade that I did give up an old friend of mine, which you may recognize if you've been watching me for some time. So much appreciated to JeremyGuido and Ambermonitor for helping me take this out here with just the 3 of us. And hopefully next time around, I will have possibly a maxed out Giratina at this point. So here we go into the cat screen here. And just to let you know, this is going to be an 11-11-11. Almost hit the floor, in which I really wish I did. It's not going to be going under 1500, but yeah, got it one and done. No problem whatsoever. So there we go. A speed form Deoxys. All right, now moving into this trade here. Now we do have the Mudkip Community Day coming up at the end of this month, so you may just want to start trying to get some of those Mudkips lucky now. So when that hour time does come up, you're not scrambling to trade a whole bunch of them to possibly get luckies. So I did do this obviously with a lucky friend here, so shout out to you, much appreciated for this. And we made it simple and just went in with the double Mudkip Swap, so we're going to have that ready for that Community Day when it does come up, because Swampert is going to be one of the best water attackers right behind Kyogre. All right, up next, Trigger. It's been fun, pal. You may remember me taking out level 10 gyms back in the day with this Arcanine, and it's been a good ride. But it was 2016 from August, and we took the gamble, and guess what? Well, they came out lucky, and now I have another Cranidos, which I can make into Rampardos and max that out. I have quite a few ready to go to power up into Rampardos and do all that investment. It's just going to cost me quite a bit of candies, and seeing that we did get that rock event, that's what we were initially waiting for. We didn't see too many Cranidos, so I'm going to have to just put that rare candies. I also did finish my jumpstart research here, and I just thought I'd include that. So make sure you take care of that before September rolls around and you're not being able to finish that anymore. And I actually was able to find myself the shiny Rattata right as we were calling it a night, and I was going home. I was able to get it. I knew it. Once I got into my neighborhood, this was literally the exact same spot that I caught my shiny Alolan Exeggutor. Just, it was like 3 feet away from the other spawn. So pretty happy about that. Got the 2 shiny Alolans that I truly wanted. The Rattata as well as the Exeggutor. We're good to go. Anything else is now going to be a bonus. So I'm really happy about this. Not going to evolve it quite yet. And I do believe the Ivies are somewhat ideal for PvP. With that said, trainers, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and now we're going to take a look at the Marowak duo here using the Rampardos. Now, she doesn't have any on her end. She does go in there with, I do believe, Giratina and Gengars, so that's going to be pretty fun. And we have a little competition going on. Didn't want to say this because I don't want any of the people in Anchorage knowing to try to race there as well, but we're trying to see who can get to 200,000 catches first, but I have a feeling that she's definitely gonna beat me. So anyways, trainers, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will be catching you all next time. And also look out for some more Jungle Cup PvP battles. I will be requesting those on Twitter, and definitely trying to get those videos up now. It's just so many people covering it at the moment. I just figured let them do their thing. I'll get around to it, and now that the month is here, I'll start putting those out more if you're interested in PvP. Now, with that said, trainers, thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.